Hi, everybody. Evening. Sorry, I'm just came from outside and I've got to go back out. It's cold in Minnesota. I mean, it is really cold. I made a promise to myself that I would get this video out tonight, because it has to get out there and we have to get the president to respond. So the sooner I get this done, the quicker we can start this process. So you've seen the other videos on the YouTube channel. I'm not the most articulate person. I just say what's on my mind and trying to get the point across. So this video, I want to do kind of like a detailed summary. All right. So I'm gonna read off the list of the eight campaign promises that we're going to get done and see how this all comes together. We're going to put it all together. So bear with me. All right. I'll do my best and we'll get going. Okay. So let me explain clearly and directly how this works. I've already told you who I am. I'm a nobody. And people like me aren't supposed to run for office. Okay. I'm not polished, uh, not articulate most of the time. I'm not perfect. I've got flaws, just like everyone else. The difference is, I don't pretend otherwise. I'm a nobody. I'm okay with that. Career politicians sell you an image of perfection so you'll trust them. And the harder they sell it, the more they're hiding. They dress like wolves, but they move like sheep. Now, Amy Klobuchar is a sheep that wants to be a wolf. Okay? I don't need to pretend to be something I'm not. When the time comes to protect people, you don't need another sheep. You need someone willing to stand between you and what's coming. And that's why I'm running for governor of Minnesota in 2026. I'm also doing something no other politician has ever done. That is, I'm willing to sign a binding contract with the voters of Minnesota. If I fail to do what I say, exactly what I say, I will repay every donation out of my own pocket and resign immediately. No excuses, no loopholes, no spin. Now, here's what that contract includes. And listen carefully, okay? The first, Medicare for all for every Minnesotan. Healthcare isn't a privilege, it's a human right. Second, free college, tuition, books, housing, and food, all included. In return, certain degrees will require service back to Minnesota. If the state invests in you, you invest back in the state. Third, no property tax, no state tax, and no corporate tax. Corporations that want to operate here will pay workers more, hire people over AI, and contribute through wages, not loopholes. Fourth, universal basic income, earned, not handed out. You have to graduate high school or earn a GED, work an average of 32 hours a week. There are exceptions for retirees, veterans, and those truly unable to work. Fifth, major veteran benefits, including an additional $1,000 a month because service deserves respect, not speeches. Six, reparations, a one-time tax-free payment to eligible African American and Native American Minnesotans. Seven, massive infrastructure investment, road, water, energy, and a regional high-speed rail network that creates jobs and moves people and commerce safely and efficiently. Eight, higher wages for teachers, nurses, medical workers, construction workers, and law enforcement, because the backbone of this state should be able to live in it. So the question is, how do we pay for it? Well, that's very easy with the Minnesota Mississippi Tax Act. It is a 2.5 Wall Street speculation tax, generating an estimated 1.25 to 1.5 trillion annually. We will also share that prosperity with the 9 other states bordering the Mississippi River. They will receive between 5 to 40 billion a year on top of the existing federal support that they already receive. If Minnesota thrives, then the Mississippi River states thrive with us. This is a win-win situation, not just for Minnesotans, but for the region. So how does it all come together? You're going to love this. It's easy. It's actually very simple. I'm willing to make a deal with Donald Trump, a straightforward business deal. I give him what he wants. Minnesotans get what they need. This isn't ideology. It isn't theater. It's called results. I can say this with the utmost confidence. None of the deals you've seen before compared to what I'm putting on the table. Add up every donation, every favor, every backroom agreement. It doesn't come close to the value of this deal for the President of the United States and for Minnesota families. The President can keep chasing deals overseas, or he can take the biggest deal of his life, one built right here at home by a Midwestern American focused on real results. That's what this is: value. I am the President's golden goose, and just like Jack, he didn't need an army to reach the treasure. He just needed the courage to climb. This only takes one flight, Mr. President. All you have to do is get on Air Force One, come to Minnesota, and see for yourself what the greatest deal in modern American politics looks like. It is really that simple. This isn't about left or right, it's about results. Minnesota strong, Minnesota first.